everybody, this is Michael out in Maui. Aloha. So today I wanted to talk about the 3 snaps that you need to learn to throw the disc. So when you're throwing the disc, there's 3 snaps of the wrist for the 3 styles of throws. So the first one is the backhand snap. On everything that I'm talking about today, I have videos more in depth on all of these topics. So I recommend, going through the archives of my videos and looking for that for more information. But for right now, I'm just going to cover the 3 snaps that you need to learn. So the first one on the backhand. When you throw the disc on the backhand, the disc snaps on the release. The release is caused from the tension you put in your arm that helps this disc to snap on the release. To learn how to throw and get that snap takes a lot of practice. I recommend doing a lot of throwing just from here to here and just get used to the feeling of that disc hitting. Because if you hold the disc loose just for practice, because normally you hold it tight, you want it firm. But for practice, if you want to feel it hit, if you hold your wrist loose, you'll feel your wrist hit on the disc a lot better. Like when my arm stops, because I'm holding the disc loose, you can feel the disc rotate from here to here. If you want to have a feeling of what it feels like, that's the best way. Hold it really loose and just feel the disc rotate around here. But that's the snap that you're looking for. But to generate the snap on a good throw, you need a firm arm and a tight grip. And you just got to practice it by throwing over and over again. So it's just like this. You just take your grip. Just give it a nice rip. Take your grip. So that's the first snap you need to learn, is the backhand. The second snap to learn is the forehand snap. Just like the backhand, you got to snap your wrist to throw the forehand. The forehand's a little different because it really relies on the wrist to make the push of the disc. You really have to hit it hard from here to here when you throw. You got to push with that middle finger. So you're holding your disc like this. And when you come through, you really need to push hard as you can. You got to do that. You just got to over and over again, that pop there. So when you throw the disc, you're here, and it's like I say, it's just that bottom pushes. The harder you can push with that finger, the harder, you're going to throw the disc. And it's the same thing. You need to work on that because it's a weird motion. Because like I say, the whole throw is pushing in the fingers with the wrist here. So same thing, just take your grip. And when you throw, it's just pushing with the fingers here. Because the elbow stops here in the middle. Your forearm and wrist follow through. So your elbow is back behind, and the arm rotates around it. But that's where your power comes from. You're here, elbow stops, then you push as hard as you can as the forearm and the hand come around. And a great way to learn this is just throwing what is called a flick. Just stand upright and just throw from here, right in front of your face, and just throw from here with a step. It's the best way to learn how to use your fingers. So it looks like this. So it's nice, easy, and then just accelerate right here and push. So the last snap that you gotta learn is how to throw at least about 100 feet from your putting position, snap. This is thrown just like your putt. You wanna take your stance. I put the fingers on the back of the disc so I can push them forward. And when you come through, you want to come down, but when you come through and accelerate, you want to stop your arm. Don't let it go straight. If you keep a little bend in it, you'll get a really nice pop out of the disc. So the disc will be right here, elbow's going to stop, and then that's when your wrist will fire. You know, and the faster you come up, you know, the faster it's gonna go. So you're here, and then you stop your arm on that bend, and it'll allow your hand to snap through faster, like that. And that's a great way to do like a little 100-foot approach shot, where, you know, throwing a backhand, you know, it's just a little more touchy. You know, it'd be a lot easier just doing the putt. Come in nice and flat. And when you do this, you want to come from underneath more this way, so that you push the outside of the disc up, because you're trying to get the disc to fly. You come through outsides up, and you'll get the disc to ride high, you know, and then S-turn and land. But you can get more distance out of it, but you got to come up off your left side. So you're here, come up the left side, and then rotate your shoulders under, and that'll allow you to get this outside edge up on the release, and you'll get a nice little flight out of it. But it comes in really handy, like when you're only like 100 feet away, you know, you just got to get the disc up to the basket. But it's thrown just like your putt. So you kind of just do the same thing, but it's all about stopping that arm bent and firing your fingers through, and the palm is up on the throw. Here, palms up. So it kind of just looks like this. You know, and you get yourself a nice little 100-foot approach shot. So anyways, those are the 3 snaps that you got to learn to throw the disc. I just recommend, you know, practicing them, you know, so you can get them down. You know, once you build up your power, you'll throw the disc a lot farther and easier. So anyways, this is Michael from Maui. Aloha.